07 Commanders. My name's Commander Will Fearion, leader of the Vortex Squadron, coming at you live and direct again today. We got a day of days, Commanders. It is going to be a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I can see the loves and things coming in the chat already. I appreciate that. That totally motivates me. And on a beautiful, beautiful Friday, by the way, it is a beautiful Friday. It's about summer solstice too, so that means the daylight hours are going to get shorter again. No, it'll take a while. All right. So today, look, just kind of a quick overview before we get going. We're definitely going to talk about the new event that's coming out. That's out. Okay. There's an event, ALD versus Delaine. We're going to kick Delaine's ass. Well, at least I hope we do. And then we're going to talk a little bit about engineering. We're going to talk a little bit, because this is the Galactic Pulse show. So I'm going to have a conversation with the galaxy, and maybe they don't talk and I just do all the talking, but either way, we're going to talk about maybe some engineering and things of that nature. There's new stuff. There's new stuff coming. There's a new, of course, a new ship. We have a conflict zone event, and we also have a conflict zone ship. How convenient. Boy, those guys. I'll tell you, they're just right on target, which we'll talk about that just a little bit. And let's see. Oh, and yeah, we're going to talk about ship sharing and stuff like that and long distance and where things are going. Okay? We're going to get into all that right about now. Okie dokie. We are here on the old Ajax Vanguard. We are ready to talk about some things. Now, I've moved my carrier. I am in the bubble now. I'm in, where the hell am I? I'm in Gamma Tucani system, which is not to be confused with where we're fighting, which is Beta 3 Tucani. So just remember, there's a lot of Tucans and Tucanis and Tushanis, and there's some shenanigans, Commanders, as there often is. Okay? So be prepared for some shenanigans, because there's happening. They're coming. They're just shenanigans. So a couple things right off the bat. There is a new event. It's we're gonna take a look at it here in a little bit. It is a CZ combat zones, which if you are a member of any of the power play people that double, triple, quadruple your combat bonds, this is your time. Time on. Oh, look at that. We got some hotness coming in. We got 07 going out to Hot Nuts. He's number one today. He's the first one in. And obviously 07's going out to Brandon, which is our second commander in today. Good to see you, boys. Good to see you, boys. All right. So we've got a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack, Commanders. Last week was a little slow. This week's a little bit busier. We got a 2-week event. We've got you can buy a ship for it. If you don't have one, guess what? They have one for you, Commanders. They've got you covered. What a brilliant, brilliant marketing department we have there at Frontier Developments. They are so into, doing this. So in any event, yeah. So just a brief overview of what this event is for. A few months back, Archon Delaine tried to assassinate the Emperor. Didn't work, but then they just kind of dropped the ball. No, the story just got dropped on the floor, and it's been laying down there on the floor for a while. And then all of a sudden, they're like, "Hey, man, we got it. This chick's got to take some revenge." You're in an Asp Explorer going to. Okay, well, hey, whatever works for you, buddy. I can't even fathom in my brain why you would be going to Colonia, number one, and why you would be going in an Asp Explorer, number two. I'm struggling with both of those. Yeah, I know, Spaceman. That's why nobody does that stuff. All right. So, yeah, we also got, so one of the topics I wanted to talk about today, getting into this, is, and actually they did their financials. They just came out, and it's looking much better. Elite is pulling about 7% of the total weight of funding for the company, which is great. I wish it was a lot more. I wish it was like 80, because then we could just demand everything we want. But it is what it is. So at least they're coming around, at least a little bit at a time. Hopefully they will continue, like I said, going forward. One of the congratulations, by the way, on the good year that they had and whatnot, and on all their products. So the one of the main things that's been twirling around in the community. Okay, this is probably the main elephant in the room. Okay, has been this new Vanguard's update coming out. It's got, and I've talked about this before, but it's got the fleet carrier, squadron fleet carrier, which in and of itself, I'm not sure why we want one. I haven't figured out yet what it is. What's the advantage? I mean, possibly it's an advantage for very, very young squadrons, or a squadron that wants, to be able to recruit young ones and take them out and put them on a nice, big, giant fleet carrier. But, if it would be great if those were also social spaces, right? So they may give us this carrier that's 3 times the size of a regular fleet carrier, but are they just going to give us the same space to walk around in as a regular carrier? I mean, it would be nice if these were like social spaces and they had a lot more to do inside of them. I don't know that we're going to get that, because that's usually not the way. Frontier usually starts with the bare minimum of whatever they're going to put in, and then God knows when we'll ever see an update, to it again. Once they're happy with it, they will drop it like a hot rock and move on to the next thing. But I'd really love the squadron, the mobile squadron thing is great if it's a social space. Same with the ground. If you want to have your squadron on the ground, then it needs to be a social space. Any MMO where you have a guild, a building of any kind, or spaceship or whatever, they're always social spaces. Like, there's lots of stuff to do there. You can decorate them with what do they call those? Accolades, trophies, things like that from what the guild has done. All this kind of stuff. There's this huge swath of things you can do with these, with guild spaces, and I just don't know if we're going to get any of that. And then what's the advantage of it? We don't know what the motivation for getting one will be. There's also some question, and one of the biggest questions is, people want to be able to, and I know why they want it. They want to trade. They want to be able to sell you or loan you a ship. Similar, EVE Online has a kind of the EVE Online, they can just give you ships. So they literally, like, I joined a corporation in EVE Online. They gave me 10 of these little spaceships to go out and fight with, which is great. That was amazing. But, I'm not out. And then I went to Nulsa, I left there, and I don't remember how to get back. So anyway, I'm just saying, there is a certain reasons why you might want to be able to give your new player a starter ship would be okay. 07 Extreme. A starter ship would be amazing that you could give to your squad mates. I think what people we're trying to get around those, they don't want to do engineering. So, and engineering has been a huge thorn in the player's side for longer than I can remember. Ever since it first came out. It's really one of the reasons I left the game in the first place, was because of that engineering, because it was so terrible. The way, and it was so tedious, how you have to do to get stuff. And yes, before anybody says anything, I already know, yes, it's not as hard as it was. Right. That's not the point. The point is it still sucks. Okay. Just trying to give you a different perspective. It still sucks. Okay. So, and the other problem is, guys, here's the rub. We can colonize now. You guys, I don't know if you guys know about this, but we can colonize and we can go out into the black. And so it's very possible that if there is a future, maybe not too far away, where folks might want to start their journey outside of the bubble. So let's say you're getting you get into a guild, You find Joe's Guild over there. Look at Joe's Guild. They will pick you up and take you to where they have built their own little mini bubble per se, right? Well, while you're out there, 3, 4,000, 22,000, whatever light seconds from the bubble you are, you're not going to be able to get a lot done out there. As far as you can't engineer your ship very well there. You can't, you can't find materials very well there. So there's a lot of reasons why engineering in of itself needs to be reworked anyway. So because eventually getting that material is going to be just ridiculously too hard, and that's a deal breaker for a lot of people. If they don't want to ever upgrade their ship, I'm sure they're just fine. But I almost feel like that's going to be an issue where we need ways to be able to do this stuff without having to fly all the way back to the bubble. We need to be able to do this stuff remotely. We need more things, more ways to, if it's going to be a material trade thing, then we need more and better ways to do material trading so that we can get those materials no matter what play style you are. So you don't have to use an SRV if you don't want to, or you don't have to use this stuff. And a lot of this stuff, because people are going to try to recreate everything, but when they're, out in the black, are they going to be able to, what are we going to do? We got to do something with these engineers. These engineers, well, for one, the engineers are, they're kind of useless outside of doing, sometimes they include them in events like the Palin and the Ramta. They get a lot of love, but most of the rest of them, except for Felicia, or what's her name? See, I don't even remember her name. Felicity Farseer, she's only known because she's like the main, the main one that you deal with, the first one. She's your first love, and boy, she's not very lovely, boys. That's all I can tell you. She looked like she wore out at least 14 bodies. Okay, so she's not great, and most of them are very forgettable. They don't. I mean, obviously, I know some of them talk a little bit when you go see them and blah, 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 whatever. It's not good. And the same thing with on foot. Like, I don't even know what they're going to do with that on foot stuff. I mean, I don't know how many people actually get into it, what kind of work they're going to have to do on that to even make it interesting for people. I don't even know. But as far as engineering goes, we need to have a way to do engineering outside of the bubble, away from the engineers, out in the middle of nowhere, so that people can work on their ships out there and not have to have every single kind of device or SRV or any of that stuff, or mining, or we need to be able to get that stuff. I was also thinking about that for for undermining and power play. It'd be nice if they gave out more, if they really want people to continue to undermine and stuff like that. It'd be nice if we could get those materials for undermining, just like we did for the Thargoid War. Every time we took back a system, we got stuff. We got free stuff, and that was one way to motivate people to go out there and do it, because materials are a pain in the butt to get, and they're hard to get. They're not. It's not. You just don't go out. You don't go out to the side and they go, "Hey, look, there's some materials over there. You got to go down the dark rabbit hole. You got to go down to the dark web and start looking." It's not easy. It's not easy enough. You know what I mean? So I think that stuff just needs to be relooked at, all of it. And it's something that people are talking about. They're like, oh, well, we want to be able to trade, share ships and engineered items. Well, there should just be a way to where the engineered items can be obtained by the players in such a way that you can give them whatever. If you want to give them a hull, or you want to give them a A-rated ship or whatever, you give it to them. Just give it to them and let them go do whatever they want with it. No rebuy, no nothing. Just, let them have fun. And if they want to upgrade it, then let them figure out how to upgrade it. But that's just my opinion. Of course, you may have your own. If you do, you can put it in the comments down below. We're going to move on to the next episode. So that's my engineering rant for today. I noticed there was another, people, one of the other podcasts, they were talking about, one person squad. There are already a ton of one person squads. So Don't be worried about that. One thing that annoys me especially about the Galaxy, is like I don't know who's doing this, like who's running around just looking at every single system to see what everything's called and named and all that. That's that's just so stupid because you never used to do that, right? Because there was nothing there, and now people can go out of their way. Oh, we got to make sure we police all this. Yeah, forget that. That they do. People report that stuff, and they get, if it's completely out of hand, they get reported. But literally, come on. I mean, some of these guys are like little old ladies, you know. Hey, you can't name it that. It's like, whatever. Get off my lawn, little old lady. Okay, that was a side rant. Oh yeah, we still don't know yet whether or not creating a minor faction is going to come back. That'd be nice to know. Yeah, there's still a lot of questions about that carrier, but you know, more than anything, you know, the engineering is going to have to. Something's got to happen there. They need to be able to, because you know, eventually, people aren't going to start in the bubble anymore. People are not every single person that comes along wants to go out and you know, do that. Show off. Oh, hello, '07 Sergeant. Sergeant would like me to show off that Mamba you bought with the new skin. I did not buy said Mamba with new skin. But we are going to go over there because I do want to look at something. Commander Bo said something today that I want to see if he's right. Let me look on here. I think there's a station here. We can go here. Yeah. Let's go over to Fretchet City here. We're real close to the event. But the event's getting really packed, boys, so if you want a decent spot, you better get to getting, because it's already packed. It's already jam-packed. You're already going to be 30 light years out, easy. Minimum. So you better get on it. If you're going to get on it, get on it. Ooh, 17.9, huh? Let's see where we're going. Come on, we're taking shenanigans over. I wanted to look at something anyway. There's a couple things I want to look at with shenanigans. Yeah, I know where you're at, sir. I saw you this morning. I tried to get in there with you. I couldn't. I always know where my boys are at. Well, plus I have your carrier's bookmark, so it literally told me that you were there. All right, so now we're going in hot. We're gonna take shenanigans. I'm kind of yeah, Zooks. I think that was a little close. I gave that planet a little haircut there, didn't it? What do you think? Yeah, I saw where you were. I didn't see anybody else though yet, but I just want to let them know they need to get to getting. Because I didn't get to move until this morning, so I had to deal with it. And I'm still pretty close, but I'm over. I'm a couple systems over from where you are. Yeah. I keep hearing, like, I keep feeling a vibration, but it's in my headphones, but it's coming from there's a lawnmower outside, and it's vibrating my headset. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. Yeah, so this event that's coming up too is a 2-week event, boys. So get ready. This is the boy, I really did a bad thing. I should have just I screwed the pooch on this one. We're just going almost in reverse. We're going so slow. Come on, boys. Can you give me a little more oomph? Can we? I'm not sure what's going on. I need a little bit more oomph though. Okay, can you guys look? There we go. I feel like there's some oomph incoming here. Look at my ship just wobbling like crazy. Come on. Come on, let me in there. Come on, give me some oomph. There we go. All right, we'll go in here. Well, hopefully this, I think this is a colonized system, but we'll see if we can get any information from here.
Delaine, Foxtrot, Echo 1. Please comply with all regulatory protocols before commencing docking procedures, Commander.
That's the Scottish one. She's nasty. She gives you the business right away. Just tells you, oh, you need to do this, Commander. Oh, I got a landing contributor. Good.
You're approved for automated docking sequence.
Yeah, I already have a Mamba, so well, no, I sold it. I don't have a Mamba now, but I've had one already. It's not a ship that I need anymore. I only needed it for AX bombing, and I'm not AX bombing anymore, so there's no point. Plus Python Mark II, right? I already have a PvP, PvE Python Mark II. If I need to do this stuff in open, I can do it. I don't know if anybody didn't do that. I know the Loose Screws podcast guys were talking about they do this stuff in open, but I don't know how important that is. I don't really. I mean, when you're trying to make as much combat bonds as you possibly can in a 2-week time frame, fighting with other people is not necessarily the fastest way to gain that kind of status. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why anybody would do that. Also, I don't know why they just all of a sudden just notice now. Like, they're like, hey, nobody's fighting. They're all just expanding. Duh. Haven't I been talking about that for months? Like, yeah, why would they fight each other when they could just go out? That's why I said if you at least give them, like, materials or something for undermining or for taking a system back or downgrading it from whatever fortress it is, that's worthy of people wanting to do that because it's one of the hardest things to get. You know what I mean? But I'd prefer it in the long run if they go back to it's about building your ship, not acquiring the materials, and find ways to build your ship without having to acquire gazillions and gazillions of materials. All right, so here's the thing. Here's the rub, boys. Here's the vehicle extras. We're going to look at this. We should be able to get the new Mamba, the Gladius. We already got that. I'm not even showing it in here yet. Can you believe that? You guys see it? I don't see it. Nope. I don't see it at all. Let's see. So that was a pre-built, right? So let me go exit this. Okay, pre-built. Let's go pre-built. Let's try it. All right, here we are. The conflict zone jumpstart. Amazing. Here we are, boys. Let's take a look at this. Oh, nasty. Look at that. That's got a chrome paint job. Why would you buy this ship? I don't know. Because for a little bit more, you could buy the. Let's see what's on it. Here's the rub. Look, oh my God! A fragment cannon 5, high capacity mag, corrosive shell, sweet Googa Mooga. Wow! Look at that bad boy right there. Whoa! That is absolutely not even close to pay to win. 1 fragment cannon, high capacity magazine. 3. That's still not pay to win, but further away from pay to win than the other one. Wait, I'm getting it backwards. I can't say it right, guys, because I would be lying if I said it's not. All right, so that is a lot. Look, that is a lot to unpack there, boys. Anybody? I mean, they got everything. They got corrosive cell, which is great. Poisons them. Drags them, that slows them down, right? So they can't get away. You got incendiary, you set them on fire. And then this one's just like, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? This one's like, shoves it right in your butt. It gives you both barrels. What do you boys think of that? Now that is some serious hard pointing. All right, now we got a military grade composite. Fair enough. Overcharged power plant, 6A. Yeah, whatever. 5A thrusters, dirty drive tuning. Not bad. Drag drives, they already got that on there. So that's your special. That's your special right there. 4A frameshift drive, SCO. It's a good frameshift drive, regardless if it's engineered or not. 40 life support. Okay, that's fine. Nobody cares about that. 6A power distributor, charge enhanced and super condies. That is a grade 4. That is huge. Okay, this is totally not even close to pay to win, though, guys. Don't even worry. Nobody will even call you bad names or anything here. There's no judgment here. It's a no judgment zone, guys. No, you cannot re-roll, Motley, and 07 to you. No, you cannot re-roll. I mean, you can, but you lose the what you already have on there. It's not a re-roll. It's not a free re-roll. Yeah, you can re-roll them. Now, but why would you want to? Yeah, this is for people that don't, or this is probably for people that don't have anything. So, oh 07. All right, so 40 sensors. Yeah, it's got the heck of a, look at that fuel tank on capacity 8. Boy, that thing, whew. Yeah, if you're going to buy this ship, you're going to need to get pretty close if you're going to put on, because it doesn't even have, this thing doesn't even have a fuel scoop, which you don't want on this ship anyway. Okay, so don't do that. All right, let's see. So it does have shield boosters. Okay, so this is a little mini shield tank. Oh, look at that. Thermal. Now thermals. Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, you could re-roll all that if you wanted, but if you're just doing a CZ, you don't really need to. So, yeah. So the heavy duty, yeah, so that's it. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, but you can re-engineer them. You just can't. Yeah, you're right. Like you said, I know that you know that you know that I know. You can't do that, but that's what it is. That's the answer to the question. All right, so now, optional, bi-weave shield generator, 3. Thermal. Now, if you're doing a CZ, thermal is probably going to be pretty. This CZ is a low-end CZ, so it's probably going to be just mostly thermal ships. So we'll find out. I haven't been over there yet, but I'm just assuming that it's just a standard CZ, and so most of the ships will be thermal, and that's why they're building this thing. They're just trying to make some money. That's 25,000 arcs for that thing. So yeah, so the 4A shield cell bank, whatever, 3D module reinforcement, 2D module reinforcement, 2D hull reinforcement, 1A frame shift drive interdictor. That's an interesting one. Now, if you were playing in that event a few weeks ago, you should have one of those. That's pre-engineered. Hey, Mackie Sasser, what's up? 07 to you. And then, yeah, there you go. So that's where that's at. So that's their new, that's their latest. Oh, we're having a conflict zone. You don't have a ship? All right, we're gonna get you one. We're gonna get you hooked up, my commanders. All right, so that's the ship, and none of my guys really need that ship because we already have Python Mark IIs fully kitted. We're not gonna switch now. That's just not gonna happen. What was the other one? Oh, there was one other one I wanted to look at because Commander Burr said on his show that was the first time they'd seen a grade 5 engineered part. And I think that was incorrect. Because if I remember correctly, I'm going to look at this one right here. We're going to toggle this bad boy on. And let's just take a look. Because I could swear they yeah, there it is right there. 7A thrusters, dirty drive tuning, all 5. It's a 5. So I'm going to have to tell Commander Burr. And once again, he was wrong. I'm Commander Burr, and I'm never wrong, but he is sometimes. So am I. But, hey, it's not here nor there. There's actually 2 on this Type 9. There's this FSCO drive, increased mass manager, 5, grade 5, grade 5. Yeah, they sneak stuff in when they think we're not looking. You know what I mean? So there you guys go. There's proof. There was actually a ship before the Mamba that had a grade 5. There might even be another one. I just don't feel like going and looking through them all. Unless anybody's feeling it. Well, they have to be careful because I know because that's a slippery slope. They're trying to be careful. They don't want to get caught. This is on the sneaks, right? This is a trading ship. The trading guys are not gonna tell on themselves that they're getting like really cool stuff for free, basically. So, yeah, but there was Type 9 Trading Dump Start actually had 2 A modules, grade 5, and I think that was it. Yeah, everything else was fine, but so that's crazy. But it had to have it though, because that T9 that thing is slower than molasses, brothers and sisters. We can't We can't stand slower than molasses like that. All right, so that takes care of those two things. So just so you know, the thing Commander Burr said, the Mamba is not the first one to have grade 5 stuff. The Type 9 had 2, not just one. They went all in. They said, screw that. We're going in. We're going all in. All right. Yeah. Now we already said all that. So basically I covered all that stuff. Okay, so now what else was there? Sarge, was there a smarty pants thing did Sarge have for me today? I don't recall. I don't recall what it was. Boy, it is a crazy, crazy day, but I am excited because it's a 2-week event, and we get to blow up. We get to blow up Archon, Delaine, whatever his name is. Oh, there it is. Okay, all right. Thank you, Sarge. The Steam. What was that on? That was on Anacondas. That's not in a pre-built. That's just a ship kit. So let me see if we got to go back here. Okay, here we go. This is the one. All right. Thank you, Sarge, for reminding me. Let's see. So that would be under. Was it just paint jobs or was it a kit? It was a kit, right? Anaconda and Mamba. Oh, yeah, the Mamba. You got to have it with the Mamba. All right, ship kits. Oh, I didn't want this ship kit, though. Okay, how am I going to see? How am I going to see the other ones? Kit and paint. All right, let's see if we can find a... how do I see the other one? Hold on a minute. Hold on. We got to figure this out. How do I do this? I want to see... No, I didn't want to do that. No. Back. I want the... Let me see if we can find it in this listing here. Runner pack, Mandalay, Python competitor pack. What was that last one? I'm not sure, Aaron. What kind of content are you asking about? 07 to you. Good to see you back. Hope you had a good time at your prideful weekend. All right, so now let's see. No, let's see. Runner. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Let's see if it's down here. I need to be able to see the actual. Damn it. I don't know how to see it. How do we see it? The steampunk. I saw the thing for the steampunk. It's like, what in the good Lord are they doing? Well, I mean, storyline. Yes, we're fighting. We're going to be fighting Archon Delaine for 2 weeks because he tried to kill the Emperor. Remember a few months back, so that's part of the storyline. Yeah, and so now we're taking out our frustrations on him because she took a really long time to come around. I am right now looking for this stupid steampunk thing in the store, and I don't know how to find it. Because it wants to show me, because I don't have those. Well, not handy. I don't have those other ships here to look at the. Because otherwise, it would probably show me the pack if I had an Anaconda or something. Yeah, so it's 2 weeks. We're gonna be fighting, and then we're gonna get brand new. We're gonna get brand new guns. Brand new guns. What are they? They're some kind of a missile. A cool missile. That's got. It's a double engineered missile, which is really cool. I forgot to look up what it is, but it's there. Seekers. That's right, Seekers. They seek you out. Now we were using Seekers a few weeks back. I did a video maybe a month ago I was showing the Seeker missiles and how much fun they are against Taipans, the little tiny ships that come out of the power play. What are those called? The power play mega ships, the motherships. I don't remember, tried to smoke my dad. She was busy. I am drawing a blank on that one. Drawing a little bit of a blank on that one, Aaron. All right, so here we go. We're going out of here. And yeah, so I don't know how to find that steampunk one. I don't really feel like buying a ship for that, but we could see if they have it for sale. See if we can just buy one so we can see that ship kit. If there's an anaconda in here, it's likely not though. Nope. And there's not a mamba in here either. Can't even buy it. To cheat. I was gonna cheat for you guys and try to get it, but nope. Anything I could do is I could go get an anaconda and come back. Let's see. Okay, so we're going back over to... Gotta go back over here. This is where we're at. Yeah, this thing's still being built. We should give this guy, get his materials going so he could finish up his system. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it should show it to me if I have that ship or one of those ships. The only one I have available is an anaconda right now. But we can check it out and go over there. All right, coming in hot. So what has everybody else been up to? Anything fun? You guys killing goids or anything? I'm sure some of my boys are out there killing goids right now. They kind of, that's what they live for. They love it. Guess I can't blame them. Just we need more goids back. The next thing on the docket as far as what's coming to the game is going to be the update to squadrons, which... Like I said, it's going to be something that's going to be talked about and thought about for a while, I'm sure. But right now, it's up in the air. We don't know much about it. The next frontier unlocked should be in a couple weeks. Oh, you're getting hammered and black. Well, that's always good when you can do that. What? Okay. That's an interesting thing that you're doing there. That sounds like fun. See if we can get it this time. We're doing 2 loops of shame or just 1. Let's see if we can get it this time. We're going in hot, boys. Yep, we're going in really hot. There it is. Boom. All right. Good job. Let's go get an anaconda. Cause why not? We have time, right? We have time. Yeah, we have time. I would love it if you would let me dock. Boy, this thing is so fun to fly. It's like crazy. It's like you feel like you're flying a crazy roller coaster.
Standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach. Feel free to relax. Your docking computer is in control.
It's in control, baby. It's in control.
Landing gear deployed.
Meow. All right, let's get a different. We'll get a different ship.
We've got you safe and sound.
You do. You promise. You promise you got me safe and sound. Tenebris. All right, Tenebris is an anaconda. That one should be able to be seen. Let's hope. Okay. Let's see. Carrier services. Okay, we got to go back to where we were. So we'll go back there. Check it out, because frickin' Sergeant couldn't do this on his own. You had to have me do it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I just totally blew off what I was doing. I need this one, because we need to go back over to here. You can't see that kind of stuff on your fleet carrier, which is kind of sucky. I do think they ought to just let us sell pretty much everything we can on the carriers. And they need a better way for us to find said materials on carriers, because right now the only way you can do it is go to Anara, and that's only if you understand what the hell's going on Anara. It's not even easy. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Go for launch.
Why is my...
Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Alright, let's try it again. Now we got a big old fat carrier. Look at this guy. This is beautiful. This has got that last ship kit from... This has got the gilded ship kit for the Anaconda on it. Thargoids, baby. Thargoids. There we go. I got it. I got it going. Hold on. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that beauty. Oh, look at all them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You see that? See how many stars are on there? 8, baby. 8. That's right. This is a badass ship. All right. Okay. Now you see what it did look like. Now we're going to go hit that place up.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right. We'll head over there and we'll check it out. Check it out, because we ain't got nothing better to do. That's not what I wanted anyway. Alright, here we go. Should be okay. We should be okay. We shouldn't... Maybe not have to do a loop of shame this time. Maybe. We're praying. Let's all pray. Everybody pray. F's in the chat. It's going to be close, Commanders. It's going to be a close one. We might have to do a loop of shame again. Oh, no, we did not. Boom. We did it, Commanders. We did it. Yeah. This guy is very well lit. This is the most well lit starport I have ever seen. It is so looted. Oh, there he goes. Now he's dimming up a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's check it out. See if we can see it now. It'll really suck if I did all that and it doesn't work. They did find that there was something wrong. Excuse me, goodness. That there was something wrong with the power play, so they did temporarily shut down some of the stuff. And they should be able to have that fixed soon, I'm hoping. But yeah, a lot of the power play, you know, these guys, you got to be careful when you're trying to do shenanigans. You got to remember there's a whole bunch of like gremlins that hide in the corners and never get outside. They find shit and they'll know. If you're doing something that's out of the ordinary, they're gonna know. They tattle. They told on you. You got your little butt spanked for cheating.
Landing gear deployed.
Honestly, there's no real reason to cheat. You can't actually win power play. So it's like, why bother? Why bother? Let's not do that. All right, we're gonna take another look and see if we can see what we can see. Let's see if we can see this for Sergeant. He's lucky he's my cousin. Let's see. We're gonna go to, what are we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Vehicle extras. Can we see it now? We go to ship kits. Okay, here's Steampunk Pack. And the Raider Pack. The Steampunk Pack. So that's a whole pack. Can I see what's on it? Oh wow, did you guys see that? Hold on a minute. Did you guys see that? There's like a, what is that? Okay, there's this, the Steampunk spoiler. This is the, oh, it won't only show, it doesn't want to show us the paint. The wings. Oh, those are, yeah, there you go. Well, Sarge, that's all they're really going to let me see, bud. They're not letting me. Oh, that's the pack. Let me see if they show me the paint. Where's the paint? Hold on a minute. What, that's under general, right? Nope. Why'd I hit that? I didn't want that. I wanted this one. All right, let's do this one. What's this paint job? Where's them steampunk ones? Because those would be... Are these... Where's... Okay, are the blue ones the one I own? I think so. Ooh, there's a discount on that one. If you guys want the Anaconda Pulse White. I'm trying to find the steampunk ones so we can look at them. There we go. Snowfall. What the? Do I own that one? I may own these. Yeah, these I may own. If you guys see the steampunk ones, let me know. I think the... Because if I say that... Okay, good. Yeah. So I don't want to buy any. Vibrant orange, vibrant green, vibrant blue. Vanguard iron. Interesting. Vanguard bronze. There was some shenanigans going on with Vanguard, wasn't there? Tactical ice. Stygians. Yes, all the Stygians are good. Let's see if we can find the steampunk ones. Oh, no. God, no. Who would ever buy that? That is the ugliest paint I've ever seen. Shock. Oxygen. I like that. That sounds cool. Yeah. Oh, I like that shock hydrogen. I like that one too. Ooh. They're lucky I don't want to buy anymore. Sheer line. I don't know. If you guys see it, let me know. Pharaoh. I haven't seen it yet. Prestige. Predator. We should be able to see it in here, I think. Let's see. Polarity. Cancel. I don't see it. Where the hell is it? There should be, those paint jobs should be in here. So I know I don't own them. Overdrive pink. Pirate faction blue. There's a ton. There's a ludicrous amount of ship kits. Operator. Oh, here we go. Independent Sovereign. Oh, I like that. Oh my God, that is cool. When did that come out? Independent Sovereign. That is so awesome. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Independent Unbound. So it's like this. It's similar to this one, but it doesn't have the independent on it. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I'm glad they finally started working on those. See, they're sneaking. Them artists are going all just ballistic. Oops. Freedom. Oh, I like that. Icarus. That's what I need. That's for me running into the sun. The Icarus. Icarus. It's usually not in this ship, though. Groove, Chic, Surf, Golden Pharaoh. Holy spuckets. There's so many goddamn paint jobs for this ship. Fusion, Dazzle, White, Fusion, Orange, Dazzle, whatever, Dazzle Blue, Crypsis. Did you guys see it yet? I haven't seen them. I've been looking. I've been trying to go through every row. It's probably going to be at the very top. Crypsis, Anaconda Camo. Really? How's that look for that? Oh, this one's a better. I like this. I like the green camo better. Camel 3. No offense if your colors were different. Yeah, I don't see it. No, I don't want to buy anything. I was looking for that damn paint job. Paint job, ship kits. Well, oh, you know what? You may not be able to see it because it comes in a kit. It wasn't showing it to me though when I was cursing over it. In the thing, right? So, where was it? Extraction. Survey. Hydra. Stealth. These are all ones I own. Right? No. No, where is the thing again? I own these. Where's the other ones? Filters. Oh, look at that. I could have done any vehicle right here. I just found the thing. You could hit the thing and you can tell it what vehicle. What do you want to see? Oh. Well, you know, you live and you learn, right? See if we can find the one on the... Yeah, I don't even care about the Mamba, but... Anyway, yeah, so there is a ship kit for it. I'm getting tired of looking for it. So, let's just... Should we just move on? Let's see, Anaconda. And then I need... What is this? Survey. Medusa, rusted shit. These are ones that I already own, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not seeing the blue ones. Where's the blue ones at? I don't know. I don't know. I'm annoyed. Anyway, yep. There's paint jobs in the kit. I guess that actual steam comes off of them or something. They're like, they're throwing realism right out the door with those. But you know what? Like I said, I don't think we're their target audience anymore, guys. They want a new, younger, hipper society. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't change over all the characters to anime. Just cause I said, screw it. We're going full on waifu. All right, so let's see. That's why I can't wait for that Expanse spaceship game to come out. I hope it's good. Because I really want to. I love the Expanse, and I love the way the ships move and how they fight and all that shit. They're awesome. Can you guys hear that? The lawnmower just like went right by my window. So I'm a little scared of because they keep throwing rocks. They keep breaking my neighbor's sliding glass door. They broke it twice, like this year. So, or yeah, well, at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. But within a year, they broke it twice. So let's go ahead and go back over where we need to go. Because I couldn't find the paint jobs, but they're in there, boys. You can find them. And we're going to do this again. We're going to go back to system map. And we're going to go back over to this guy. And we're going to park it. Okay. So I think that's it as far as what's new in the store and stuff. Yeah, so right now a lot of what they've been doing, they've been working on. Now I don't know if this is all manually put in or if they're trying to get the dynamic stuff to work. The when they make something to do, because I know right now their thing that they like to do is I'm gonna bump this thing. Watch. They've been putting out an event and then putting something to buy with it. So that's their new shtick currently. So we'll see if they keep continuing to do that. But yeah, no new antagonist. If you want a new, I bet you if we're gonna get something new like that, it'll be the end of the year, or we might get something where there's a new antagonist, or whatever. You know, like I said, hopefully, I think this is gonna be mostly a year of colonization and power play. They're trying to find ways to get us to engage with power play, and probably we're not doing it the way they want us to so far. But you know, eventually they'll figure it out. They already know we like to expand, so that'll probably be a continuing thing. We love to keep going forward, but that's why I think some of this stuff that we got to do now needs to change, because the galaxy's not static anymore. So those people in those certain places where they're at now, they're not going to be relevant forever. You know, eventually they're going to be too far away to reach, and you won't be able to get your ships done. A lot of things you have to go to the engineers for. You can't just take. I mean, if you have a carrier or something, sure, but just a regular ship, you can't take a Corvette easily to go to all the engineers. It takes a lot of time. Now, if you're out, you know, a couple thousand light years away from the bubble, you ain't never getting back in there. So how are you going to do it? Is there going to be like a mobile engineer come out? Hey, let's call the engineer. Beep beep. Hey man, can you come out and put a new carburetor on my ship? Yeah, one of them steampunk ones with the steam that comes out. Yeah, I want that. Thank you. Is that what's going to happen? Is that how it's going to go down? We don't know. We do not know, but whatever it is. I mean, they still have time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know they still have time. So it's not like it's an emergency, but I'm just saying there's some things coming down the pike that you might want to look at. So hopefully Sarge got to see everything he needed to see. So that's the best I could do. Sorry. And he'd already seen it. He already knows what all that stuff looks like. He just likes busting my balls.
We see you out there, Commander. Let us know you
All right.
can dock.
We are going to dock on this beautiful, beautiful personal fleet carrier.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking protocols, Commander. You have been cleared for approach.
Well, there you go. Good job, Mackie.
Your docking computer is
I think on this account I have 4, maybe 3 or 4, and then on my other account I think I have 5, something like that.
Landing gear
We can look when I get down here. At least on this account, we can look on this account. I'm not switching over to the Steam account for the whole, just to figure out how many I got. I'm pretty sure I have 4 or 5 on that account as well. Can never remember. I haven't worked on that one in a while. That one's actually, I've got the second account over at one of the ones for this account, and I've been trying to get the motivation to collect materials, but so far I have not done a great job at it.
stay with us.
So we can definitely take a look at that. Let's take a look. Oh, that's good. Even better. We didn't want that anyway, did we? We want this over here. Yeah, we need navigation. And then we need to go to this thing right here. My Corona. Okay, so I got 3 on this one, 4 on the other one is what it is. So, yeah. So I've got the second account right now is at this one. And he's working on, well, he's supposed to be working on, he's not there right now. He's out getting material for there. I think, is this going to switch for me someday? Somewhere over the rainbow. So I'm working on these 2 right here. I think one of them's a communication and one of them's a hub or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, as soon as I get those 2 done, put some more stuff in here. This is just my little, this is going to be a what do they call that? Syndicate? Or bad, we're going to have bad boy stuff going on here. It's going to be all bad boy stuff. So there will be drugs. There will be sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's the 3 things that are going to be here. And it's very dark. Very dark. So we didn't want people to get scared. We don't let the criminals do not like to get scared. So we tried not to scare them too hard. All right, moving on. Hope that answered all the questions there. Let's go ahead and see. I need to get into my other, and I also wanted to do one other thing, but I'm not sure yet because I want to look at the. I want to take a look at some of these distributors, but I wasn't sure which ship it would work with. The right now it's not very good for Corsairs because it's a 6, and and the Corsair has a 7 distributor on it. So I don't know yet. I haven't decided on that one. Let's see. Maggie says he was tempted to fill his carrier with enough for an outpost and then go to Sag A, but that just seems like a lot of work. Well, I mean, you only have to do it once. And then you can build, once you get the first thing built, you can build the rest at your own pace over the next 20, 30 years if you want. But I don't know, has anybody colonized all the way out to Sag A yet? I haven't looked. Because you have to be within 10 light years of an already colonized thing. So, I mean, if somebody's colonized all the way out there, that's quite a ways. I was gonna say that's quite the haul. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing it right now. But once somebody's out there, now I don't know that you can even colonize Sag A itself is probably restricted. So you're probably not going to get them. But you can get stuff next door to it. Which may be interesting to you, but that's one of these things, right? So let's say you started a colony out there and a bunch of friends or whatever. Well, if you guys want, you guys could make it to where you could buy ships and all this stuff, but you couldn't engineer them. You wouldn't be able to do anything. And God forbid if you want the engineers that are out in Colonia, I think those things are even more stupid. I really don't believe why they put them out there, because they were trying to because they always used to try to force us to do something. They're like, oh, well, you want the good stuff? Well, you're going to have to do what we want or whatever. That's how I feel like that they were talking like, but you got to do this, you got to do that, because they do it all the time. They always try to make us do something we don't want to do. We don't want to do that. We want to fly spaceships. So everything that we want to do, not everybody, I understand that, but the majority of the people, they just want to be in their spaceship. So everything needs to be done in the spaceship. There shouldn't be anything that we have to do outside the spaceship. If you want to make another thing for the people that don't have a spaceship, that's fine, but that's different. That's over there. We don't see that. We're like this. We fly our spaceship. I'm Commander Burr. No, I'm not. Okay? So that's all I'm talking about. There's one system that has a station. One. Yeah, but is that a player station? There has to be a whole row. Is there a whole row? There has to be if there's not a bridge, then that whatever's out there is not. You cannot colonize from that. It has to be. You'd have to find a row of stations all the way out there from back here where we are. So that's it. There's no way, because it wouldn't be just one. There would be a whole line of them. It has to be connected. So negative, Ghost Rider. Don't do that right now. Nobody's out there, I'm sure of it, because it's too far. It's too far. The places we have gone are all the places that we've always wanted to hook to, pretty much. So everybody's hooked. We're hooked everywhere. We're hooked to California. We're hooked to Pleiades. We're hooked to all the other little nebulas around here. Horsehead and Shuon Head and all them. So everything's done. We're good here, but 10K, yeah, that's yeah. See, even they're not. I was shocked. I thought somebody would try to go out to Colonia, but it's not. It's just you're not going out there. I didn't think so. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's just not player built. I get it. So. Yeah, they're that may be a thing, but I wouldn't look for that anytime soon. It's too far. Like I said, we're going to have to every 500 to 1,000 light years, we're going to have to build basically systems where we can get more materials to go further, because nobody's going to want to try to take a fleet carrier all the way from the bubble to Sag like 15 times. It's just not going to work. Same thing with Colonia. It's just not going to work. People aren't going to want to do that. So you have to build up an area that's got all the materials that you need to build more stuff. Every so many 100 light years, 500 to 1,000 light years is where that's going to happen. Anything more than that, it's just too much. If you go to 1,500, it's just you could survive it, but you probably wouldn't like it. So 1,000's better, because that's always just 2 jumps. You go 2 jumps, you reload, get your stuff, whatever, you move on, and then you go to the next one, and then once we're all the way out there, you build up everything, and then that's where you want to go. But people are going to want to go further. They're going to want to go down. They're going to want to go up. We're going to go sideways, diagonals, and all that. So you're going to have to build these hubs to where you can build more stuff, because they're not gonna send those It doesn't seem that they're going to put those ships on any kind of a path, a travel path to go around. But even if they did, they would still, at some point, they're going to be all too far away from each other. You know what I mean? Where you're not going to be able to probably get what you need. So you're going to have to build your own. It'll be an interesting thing. What were we looking for? We're looking for a ship. We need a ship. Aziz Light. Let's see. Vortex 1. Ooh, yeah, but we're not fighting in that. Now there's my one I can fight. Prelude is a mining utility ship. Kerrigan's a Xeno ship. I don't know which one I like. What was I looking for? I don't even remember now. I was looking for something. We don't need Shrike today. We're not going in with Shrike. Not yet. We'll get to him though. We will get to him eventually. Today we're gonna go in. Oh, there's an interceptor. What was this other one? Oh, Cinder's a AX. That's an AX bomber. Or now it's an AX destroyer. So Milano. That's a good one. Interceptor. Let's take the interceptor. The Antosapta. Well, Brandon's asking if people daisy chain colonies out to Colonia, what would happen to the fuel rats? Out of business? Well, no, not really. Might actually help them because then they don't have to. They can. There already is. If you go out there and look, boys, it's a lot of looking. So get prepared. There's already carriers all over the place out in the black. So there's people that, and I don't know if they're necessarily fuel rats, but there are commanders that purposely they buy these fleet carriers and they put them out in the middle of nowhere, and they are used for, helping with things like Colonia is not the only place far away. There's lots of places far away. Beagle Point. There's other ones. And we don't even know them all. We only have gone to a couple of them. I mean, we haven't even gone hardly. We've not even discovered more than 0.6% of the whole entire galaxy. So there's just tons and tons of stuff we haven't seen yet, boys. But I don't think it'll ever. Fuel Rats is with the pre-built ships or the pre-purchased ships and the zero rebuys and all that. The only thing right now is, the only biggest trouble you can get into right now is that you may end up losing some cartographic data. But other than that, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to lose your ship, right? It used to be a real threat that you might lose your ship. But there are plenty of carriers out there in the black that have refuel, repair, rearm. There's lots of them out there, from what I understand. 07, Uncle Jay. So I wouldn't worry about it that much. Let's see what we're doing with this thing. I don't even remember. Let's see let me look at the distributor on this thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a frag one. Ooh, I love that color. Look at that color on that thing. All right, let's look at here. We've got optional internals. No, that's not what we want. We want that distributor. What's that distributor look like? A 6A. There it is, a 6A. What's this one say it is? It's a charge enhanced power distributor with super condies. So it's not even weapons focused. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's already stuff out there. So if the fuel rats were really at any risk, it's already happened. I don't think they'll ever stop doing what they do. They're not. You got to understand, though, those guys have been around a long time. They're not as... It's just that they're not as important as they were once. You know what I mean? There's lots of ways to get around that now. But they're great. It's a great part of our history, and, they're always going to be welcome to somebody. But you just don't hear as many stories about them anymore. You know what I mean? You still hear about them, but just not the same way you used to. All right, we got Bayan Simcock. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you, 07. And give you an 07. We're also going to give you a great going. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. So, Yeah, so I wouldn't worry about them. They'll be fine. And I know there's not as many as there used to be, right? So, I mean, people. Doesn't matter what you do. I mean, eventually people move on. They're not going to stick around. So, this would be a nice one to try. Would be to try the distributor on, except that it's a purchased one, and that I don't like. So that sucks. Let me see if there's another ship I can do. Does yes, on foot bonds do count in this one. So yes, good question, Malcolm. Yes, they will count. Any bonds, any combat bonds, good to go. And you don't lose combat bonds when you die. So if you want to go out and play in open on this one, feel free, but it's not important. Like I said, you're going to waste a lot of time collecting bonds if you're out there screwing around with other commanders. Hey, if you want to go out there and screw with other commanders, feel free. You're just not going to make as many bonds. And if you want that double up, you need that 75%. You need to get what you can. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since the fuel. I mean, I still see fuel rat stuff, but it's very rare comparatively to what it used to be. It's just not as necessary now, which, we knew that was going to happen eventually. That wasn't going to stay that way forever to where, I'm trying to think of what other ship I can actually, I mean, I could do with a Mandalay, but Mandalay would probably be better. Let me see do I have one that's a fighter? I don't think so. I think I got rid of all the fighting ones because I thought, well, if I'm just going to screw around, I might as well just do it in shenanigans. Let's look at shenanigans. Let's see what he's got. I don't know if he's prepaid or not. Let's see. Let's look at him. Shenanigans. Well, at least he's got guns. He's got guns. They're not great guns, but they're guns. Oh, there's a little shield. Ooh, there's a little shield tank. A little tiny shield tank. Little baby shield tanks. Little baby shield tank. Let's see. Oh gosh. Look at that, a surface scanner. Oh, he's not set up for combat though. He's not set up for well, he could be. He's just not set up currently for bounties and conflict stuff. Do you even need do you even need that scanner on this? I don't think so. All right, let's take a look at his. I don't think this one's got paid stuff on it. Okay, this power distributor's got charge enhanced and super conduits. So it's charge enhanced, so it just did all three instead of being double focused. It would have less on the weapon. Okay, let's just see what happens. Let me just see what this looks like. We need a what is it? 4A? Is that the power distributor? So okay, so if I did this, is this the one? No, this ain't the one. No. Yes. Okay, now, okay. So this one, if I did it, wow. So it takes up the capacity really high. I don't know if that's going to be helpful or not. Weapons comes down. I wish I could, can I do a comparison? System focused. But that's not all it is. It should also be system focused and the other focused. Yeah, so I wish I could see them next to each other to see what happens. But I mean, basically it says all that stuff goes up, weapons comes down, but the weapons we've got specialized weapons anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We could just pip them back into existence. I don't know. It might be interesting to try it out. They do have some D's in there. What's this D one? Is this the same thing? So they have a D and an A version. So they give you lighter ones and heavier ones. Isn't that weird? Yeah, I don't know, man. I would love to try it, but I just don't know what the purpose would be. Because I think if I'm going to go over there and fight, I'm just going to do regular stuff. Because it's 2 weeks anyway, so it's not like I'm just going to rush out there right this second and go crazy. But anyway. All right. So anyway, we're going to go sign up for this event right after the break. I'm going to go ahead and go on a quick break. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Don't go nowhere. sing the For the Empire song, boys. Going in hot.
In the void where shadows creep, Vortex Squadron never sleeps. Stars may fall and worlds collide. We'll defend with endless pride. Through the chaos, through the night, guided by the Emperor's light. Galaxies in disarray, we'll unite, come what may. For the Empire, we stand strong. Vortex echoes in our song. In the stars, our legacy. We are bound by loyalty. Enemies may cross the line, Thargoids falter, planets shine. In the dark where hopes may wane, we will rise through cosmic pain. Superpowers clashing wide, we'll protect the Emperor's tide. In the vastness of the space, we'll secure our sovereign place. For the Empire, we stand strong. Vortex echoes in our song. In the stars, our legacy. We are bound by loyalty.
Alrighty. There we are. How to feed the cat. She reminded me how important that is, that you feed the cat. All right. We're back. Okay, so let's get I don't think we're gonna mess with that right now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it, but I do want to try those distributors in different capacity and see how they work. But might be a hauling thing only. I don't know. So to do this event, we would probably go with something a little bit more like the hunter. Aziza. There she is. Yep, that'd be the one. That's the one we want, boys. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. All right, so now we're going to go to... where are we going? Oh. Let's see, we need... It's not far from here. I know that. Should be a little... There it is. It's over there. Oh, look at one of my boys is up there. Look at that. We found them. We found them. They thought they were being sneaky, but they're not. See? I always find them. So this is where we got to go. All right, we're going to go to Beta 3. Tucani. Not to be confused with Picante. All right, we got the trading data. For whatever reason, we did. We got it. And we don't want to go here. Okay, we're with the Empire. What? Well, it must be a spider or something, because that ain't no kitty cat eats once a week. All right, so but we got to go to Bakewell because we're the Empire. So we got to go to the Empire place. What? Which? Oh, is that what? There's an engineer in there. Which engineer's in there? I do not remember which engineer is in there. A reptile. Well, I was close. What did I say? A spider? I was close. I was close. Which? I don't even remember which one this is. Who is this? Oh, the Sarge. Sarge. Okay. All right, all right. Yeah, I never go to this guy. I don't ever see this guy at all. It's probably where they're bringing everybody in here. Maybe like people will be like, "Yeah, who the hell's the Sarge?" Yeah, I never knew. All right, so let's get out of here. We're gonna go get signed up. Get signed up and find out what's going on here. And yeah, we just need to get out of here. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then we got to launch. Kitty cats, I got to eat a lot more. They eat at least once a day. My kitty cat, I feed her half and half.
Plant release confirmed.
Yeah, snake.
Departure confirmed.
I see Extreme's just lurking. Why are you lurking, Extreme? Are you playing, or did you get your joystick fixed or whatever?
Speed restrictions have been lifted. Take care out there, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, that sounds amazing.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2.
They're going to run me right into the sun. Oh, didn't. Okay, I thought they were going to hit me. I thought they were going to make me do the sun. Which would be okay, because that's my nickname is Icarus, and that would have been perfectly fine. Yeah, so we're going to have Ziza this weekend. Next couple weekends, it looks like, because we got to get lots and lots of bounties, baby. All right, so this platform is pretty far away, too. So if you're bringing a ship, make sure you got one with a good gas tank and some SCO. And possibly heat sinks. You would need one heatsink for an older ship. All right, we're coming in hot, boys. We're coming in hot. We're going to Bakewell, because we want to bake. We're going baking. This is going to be a baking stream tomorrow. We're going to bake some. Lavender cookies tomorrow in honor of Mackie. What happened to Aaron? Where's Mel? Oh, I didn't even D-scan this place. Goodness sakes, must be getting them the flowers and all the, because they just mowed. I'm gonna cook. I am. Yeah. I'm gonna cook. You guys didn't know. You guys didn't even know that I'm an awesome cook. You don't even know. Sergeant knows. He's on it. Am I gonna be able to hit that? No. Have to do a loop. I am really doing not well at gauging the gravity. Did they change something with the gravity, boys? Because I feel like I'm just a smidgen off on the gravity thing. Yeah, that's great. Good to know, Hot. That's good to know. Okay. All right, so let's see. Ooh, a double hammer. It's under Imperial sovereignty. Well, that's good, because I'm an Imperial guy. I'm bringing a whole Imperial fleet. I really do like when they have us, when they give us stuff to do, though. Even though they're trying to slowly market us to death, I still do appreciate having the. I do like doing these little community goals. They're fun. They're good. They're good to help bring, you know, your squads together or whatever, if you want to do something outside the box of whatever you're doing. You know, people get into their own projects and, you know, forget that there's other people out there that want to have fun too, and you know, so it's good to have little things like this to get them to come together, at least temporarily, you know, at least for a few.
Landing gear deployed.
And we'll probably do a waifu tomorrow, so get ready. We'll be out fighting tomorrow. We'll do a little waifu. So we're not doing the waifu today because it's the Emperor, and that's my girlfriend, and I'm not sharing, so forget it. Okay.
Safe and secure. Initiating ship lockdown. The Empire would
All
like
right.
to apologize for any hostility you may have encountered on your approach to
Oh.
Commander.
Did you guys? I think there's new voices, and I think there's new sayings that they say too, but I'm not sure. But it does seem like they've been working on some of this stuff, and they've been working on other things. Look, here's something. Here's something. Look at in here. I think this is all different in here, isn't it? You guys tell me. Well, you can't really tell on this one, but a lot of these now, up at the top where it says "Welcome connected to whatever," blah blah blah. There's some that the coloring is different now or something, and it looks real cool, but. I mean, maybe not all of them got the same treatment, or maybe they will later, but it looked like they did some work and made them like look nicer. And even some of the pictures of some of the commanders look different to me. They're not so. I mean, these guys, their characters are still don't look great, but they're some of the pictures of the newer ones look I think look better. That could just be me. I could be totally hallucinating that whole thing right there. All right, so basically what we need to do is we need to go to the community goal. Okay, now at this point, you want to sign up for whichever one you want to join, but they specifically ask you to sign up at whatever station. So, I mean, or you at least have to turn in at a certain station, or else it gets everything screwed up. I don't know what happens, to be honest. If it just probably won't count. But so, or it'll count towards something else. I don't know. It'll be weird. Look at this already, tier 3. Ready? Bed is ready. Okay. So anyway, yeah, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and sign up for this one. Not even going to wait this time. Yeah, look at how low homeboy is. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the Imperial. We don't play power play much, but we're in here. Okay. So there you go. There's that. So I'm signed up to this one. I haven't contributed. Oh, I had a bunch of bonds with me too that I turned in. Dang it. But I probably wouldn't have counted anyway. It was the right kind of bonds. So we can go back. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna have to get outside. We got to see what's going on out here. There's conflict zones, and there's ground. There's also ground. I heard about those. So there's ground zones. You can do those. I don't do ground, so
Landing gear
you're not gonna see that on this channel anytime soon.
Ship released. You are clear for
Not unless one of my boys wants to go take me out, and then I go. Like if Highlander was like got a wild hair, which he won't, but if he got a wild hair and wanted to go out, I'd go out with him. Or Dino. Maybe even Kinger. But that'd be it. Or Sarge, but I know Sarge doesn't do ground much either, so. Alright, we got Ziza. Now, you guys know, bonus points if you guys know where that name comes from, Aziza.
Frame shift
You are
drive
now
charging.
clear of the station. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau now signing.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, Sarge, I don't know where you're. I have no clue what you were going, where you're going with that. Bless me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I have. Oh, look at! I just saw Hot Nuts. I seen him again. Look at that. He's right there. Now I only need. Let's see. What do we need today? We just need. We don't need. All we need is. Yeah, points of interest. I don't even think we need signal sources, because we're just doing conflict zones, right? So look at all these conflict zones. Which one you guys like? That's probably, I'm gonna say that my boys will do one of these two right here. No, this one right here. That's where they're at. Guaranteed. What you want to bet? Because they like high. They like high conflict. They're into that highway conflict hour. So we're gonna get over there. We're gonna get us a bond or two right now. Oh, ooh wee, yeah, Zooks. I'm having a day, boys. Sergeant, are you watching the live? I think Sergeant's not watching the live stream again. Because he said bless you, and I haven't sneezed in at least probably 7-8 minutes. So I'm almost thinking he's not watching the live version again. Make sure it says live down on the bottom of your YouTube. And you can always rewind if you think you missed some hot info that I was, doing. But yeah, otherwise you're way back there, and then I get confused as to what you're talking about. We're going in hot, boys. We're going into the high intensity. I'm in Cygnus Prime too, by the way. If that, makes a difference to anyone. Hold on, I gotta do a loop. Might be why people are taking so long to answer. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Somebody wants to play. Who wants to play? Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Now we're going to get some work done. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Told you he'd be right there. Look at this big old sucker. Let's go in here. All right, here we go. Coming in hot, boys. Going in hot. And we got the hot nuts already out here, so we're not gonna have to do no work today. We're just gonna be able to sleep mostly because he kills everything that moves. I'm just gonna get tags and I'm gonna collect bounties. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my whole thing. Well, welcome on in, Bruno. Yeah, sure, love loop shame. That's the best thing in the world. Look at that, lawless. There was a. Okay, here we go. Well, who's he attacking? There was another one. That's actually a higher profile target, right? No, I guess not. Okay. Boy, he's got everybody mad. What's he doing? Shooting everybody? Hold on, that's hot. That's right here. Okay, let's find out what he's up to. Alright, I was just looking around. So now we're done looking around. Is this some defense force? Yes. We want that guy. We need some guns. Do we got guns on this thing? I think we just have regular guns on this one today. So that'll be great. Because hell if I know what I was doing last time I was playing. I forget these things. Oh, you know what? Oh, I know why. They're purple, but I need to join a thing, right? Don't I? Oh, I guess I did. Thermal attack? What do you mean? I don't even know what I got on my guns. What kind of guns do I got on this thing? We don't even know. We don't even know. We don't even care. What is it? Oh, beams. Okay, we got some beam lasers. Okay. All right, hold on. We gotta get. Okay, we need power. We need this. No, we need that. Okay, there we go. Keep what? Alright, here we go. We're going in hot, boys. Just had to get adjusted. We're adjusting our belt, right? This guy is a pain in my ass already. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. I hate that. I hate when you guys do that.
Flight assist off.
Because then I have to play around with the stupid flight assist. Nobody does that. Nobody wants to know about that. Just die already. Yeah. It is.
Flight assist off.
I'll bet you it is. Let's find out.
Flight assist
Let's get him some more. He needs some more of that. That laser loving. Come on, give me that laser loving. Oh, we're out of juice. Ooh, did he try to ram me? Oh, I need the Mamba to slow him down? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with this ship last time. He's going down. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Look at that. Dead. Boom.
target destroyed.
That's what happens when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Okay? Alright, so it looks like Hot Nuts and I are in a wing now, so we're good. And yeah, we've got things to do. We got chips to kill. I'm just trying to figure out which one are the tasty ones that we want. Alright, here we go. This thing takes a lot of power, man.
Warning. Temperature critical.
It is not. Do I even have? No, I don't. We're gonna try 4 and see if we can get it to do a little bit better. Yeah, it's okay. When only 3 of them are going, it's not bad. It goes the other way, yeah, so.
Target shields online. Target shields offline.
The hell they are online. You better get them offline right now. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is nice because you can recharge the weapons with if it's at 4 pips, it does pretty good. 114, not terrible.
Under attack.
Well, I think you should bring the Mamba in. I sold my Mamba. It's bye-byes. Your turn. You gotta buy a bunch of stuff now. Filthy coiner. Now what's this guy? Okay, well we can blast him. Come on, let's get him. Allied captain escaped. That's good. That was okay. We like that. We're okay with that, I think. That was our guy. Protect Allied correspondence. I don't know. Does
Impulse attack. Trajectory disruption.
or does oh, I got 13 merits. Something.
Target destroyed.
Okay, well good. Does how do you know which ones are the correspondents? How do I find them?
Under attack.
That ain't him. I bought a pizza for the weekend too. They will say special. Okay. I don't know. You know how I am, guys. I don't.
Nice work, Ace. I'm starting to think we could win this thing.
Yeah, we got a voucher. Just hopefully Hot Nuts knows what he's doing because I have zero idea. These are not Thargoids. I only deal with Thargoids. What side to fight for? Well, we're all aligned with Arissa Lavigne DeBall, so we're gonna fight for her, as one does. A little python out here just looking along. Something's attacking me. Yeah, get the merits, baby. Well, I want the little thing that goes on in the cockpit. I want that. And who's that? Hotting us, baby, tonight. Now this asshole back here has been just shooting away at me. He just been shooting my buttocks. Come here, you little shoes ball. Come here. Don't you run. Don't you run from me, little punk. Come here, you little punk. Nobody knows what Aziza's from? Which movie Aziza's from? Come on, you guys. You guys not watch science fiction or what's going on? Nice try, but no. Nice try. A little darker. A little darker. A little more science fiction. Did I sneeze again? What's he saying? Let's see. Did I sneeze? Yeah, I don't even know. I'm just sneezing on automatic. I don't even pay attention to that thing. You know, it's got one job. Kills everything that moves. Perfectly okay with me. I never flew that ship anyway, so I never flew the courier, ever. That's not one that I would have ever got. Where'd he go? Did he die? Okay, where's my target? Over here. Oh, he's behind me just shooting me in the buttocks. You shooting me in the buttocks, Mr. Poopy Pants? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Oh, no, you did not. No, you didn't. No, it's from Riddick. Riddick. It's the priest's daughter. Riddick tried to save them from the necromongers. Boom, damn. That was one hell of a hit. Yeah, we're doing good. We're in the high. You know, technically though, if we really wanted to go fast, we'd need to go to the lower one. But as far ahead as we are, I think it'll be okay. But really, if you want to collect more Aziza, yeah, the Aziza Chronicles, it's kind of, sort of like that, except for that was Riddick. It wasn't the Chronicles of Riddick. I don't think it was just Riddick. It's when he tried to save him from the necromongers. One of their big giant assaults right at the beginning of the movie. That was great. That was a great movie. I just watched it again, like a few weeks ago, and that's when the ship got renamed. Because that's how I roll. Yeah, the Chronicles of Riddick, yep. Okay, whichever one it was. It's one of them. It's a Riddick one. All I know is it said Riddick.
Targets destroyed.
Well, there's 3 of them, so there's another one. Yeah, you should watch the other 2 because they're actually good. There's the one before with the necromongers, which is the second one, and then there's the Pitch Black was actually the first one. And then the third one is after he gets away from or they cheated him out of his status with the necromongers. So, and then he went on a different gig. And that's when he meets up with Jack, which is, you know, interestingly enough, became female at some point. So, yeah, okay, so whatever. Or whatever. No, he didn't meet up with Jack in that one. I don't know what the hell he did in the third one. Because he met up with Jack with the Necromongers. So that was in the Chronicles. Anyway, the third one's good too. I get him confused because I watch them all the time. Yeah, no animated movie. That doesn't count. Because technically there's probably a couple books too. So then you'd have to include them. And technically there might be some photographs. You'd have to put them in. Yeah, right. Yeah, ASM 017. Long time no see. I think I saw you guys posted some stuff on the Discord the other day. That was cool. I've been working. We've been all kind of working real hard. Summertime, man, you know? So we're around. See, this ship is just kind of a comfy, chill ship. I like it. I mean, I could go get the big, you know, all the nasty guns, and all that stuff, but I don't need all that. When you want to do if you're going to be around a long time, you want a ship that doesn't, like, break your fingers off.
Target shields offline. Targets destroyed.
But everybody in squad's welcome, so whenever you guys want, if you guys want to come out and do some killing, we'll be doing that this weekend. For sure tomorrow afternoon, I'll be doing this. An anaconda, that's what I'm talking about. Kill the conda. You could be all fancy if you want. Go select one of his thingy-majiggers that you want to kill. I always forget because there's so many things on here. Power plant. Where'd he go? Now, those new guns would have been really nice. Except, whoa! See, if we don't get the guns till after we do all this, so. What, you mean the Corsair? Oh yeah, the Corsair is awesome, dude. The only thing it's really missing that I know if we would have gotten that, it would have made the ship suck, but it doesn't let you do fighters. I know some people like fighters, but I imagine that they're going to come out with something better. Maybe a larger combat ship maybe by the end of the year or something. And they'll have all that stuff on it. Oops, I went a little hot. I'm a little hot, boys. Oh, 07 Anaconda. I gotta let him cool down. I overheated myself a little. Got a little hot. Got a little hot under the collar there. Yeah, so it's a good gig, man. It's a nice and calm kind of gig, and you just come in here and do whatever you gotta do, get what you need to get. But yeah, we're definitely, most of my squad is Arissa. You don't have to be signed up to Arissa to fight for her. But if you're Delaine, then you're going to miss, you know, if you're Delaine, but you're not going to win. At least not according to today's score, it's not going to be a win for you. So, you might as well just fight for Alyssa. Well, either way, you'll still get the stuff. The Delaine is actually probably better if you come in real late or something, and you just want to get the double weapons, then just go ahead and do Delaine, because it'll be easier to get in the 75%. For the other one, but you know, I'm gonna get in the 75%. There's no doubt, because I'm in one of the best squadrons in the galaxy, and they will make sure that I get to where I need to be. So that's the beauty of that. It's good to be the king. You know what I mean? Invite. Okay, let's see. Oh, sorry, no invite for you. Let's see where you at. Invite. To team. Well, I invited you, but I don't know if you're in a team or not. There it is. So I'll definitely be out here for at least 2 weeks. So if you're worried about, you know, if you're doing goids or whatever and you got to go back, that's fine. But I probably won't be going back until after this event's over. I want to play around. I want to see what these weapons are like. I'll probably have to get them out and test them. They're not going to work on goids anyway. So I have to get them out and test them on something else. We're getting close, boys. We're getting close. Getting close to the end of this bad boy right here. Boom. Boom. Let's see, where are we at? Where are the boys? I try to figure out what the boys are shooting at, because they get their, you know, they get their little grooves on, and they know what they're doing, you know. They have an idea, and then they go do their thing, and then I just try to follow them around and help them. Usually. Unless I just don't care. Which happens sometimes. Oh, another anaconda. Boy, we are getting condified, man. This is awesome. I love me some condas, boy. They're hard to kill. We're just getting merits up the wazooty over here. Look at all these merits coming in. This is the first time we've done one of these where we actually acquired merits for doing anything. Because I hate doing the dailies or the weeklies or whatever. So I like doing shit like this and just getting everything I need. See that? Is that anaconda? Yeah, you definitely want to get a Corsair, dude. There's just no reason not to. It replaces so many ships. And I don't know if you looked at my ship list, but I literally got rid of like 18 ships when the Corsair came out. All right, you commute home. Where the hell's home? Anyway, have fun. Oh, you mean you're at work? Okay. I was like, whatever. Hey, if you want to come join us later, come on in. Get on our Discord, man. If you're not already, get in there and join up with us. There's lots of guys on all the time, but they don't always talk unless you go in there and you got to cause a ruckus, and then you got to go in there and say, "Hey, anybody out there?" Oh, look at this guy. Oh, this conda did not die, or whatever this is. Oh, it's a little Viper, right? Viper, and it's still not dead. Still got 2%.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
There he goes. Battle 1, baby. Technically now you can just go right out of the instance and then go right back in. So that'd be, if you want to do that, you can do that. It's better to be on comms though, so you can say, "Hey, is everybody out?" Blah blah blah, and then you go right back in. I'm gonna head. I want to see what else is going on here. I'm gonna go over. I'm just gonna go over the station for the moment. And ooh, look at all these conflict zones, man. All right, I'm just gonna go right back to Blakewell for a minute. But yeah, normally we would just get out of the instance and go right back in. Do another one. Just keep doing it over and over and over. All right, there you go. Hand them in, Malcolm. Good job, bud. I don't think I'm quite to 25 mil yet, but I will be. Oh yes, I will be. I thought I had selected a station. Apparently, I did not. What in the holy hell? Where? Okay, where is he? I want this guy right here. All right. I don't know what in the holy hell happened there. All right, we're going over Blakewell real quick. All right, and then so for whoever's sticking around, I'm gonna eat dinner and I'll be back, and then we'll see what's going on. We got to get rid of the hard points.
Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Yep. Well, there's going to be a lot. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot going on. So you're going to have to keep an eye on that 25%. You know, just make sure you top up, you know, every couple days or something. Just make sure you stay up there, because when there's a lot of commanders, it gets a little tricky. And some commanders are like so ridiculously greedy that they push the whole, they end up pushing the whole window down to where it gets really tough to get into certain places. But we'll see how they do this time. But I know there's a lot of people that fight for the Emperor, even though we don't do power play heavily as some of the other groups do. That's because we're so good, we don't care about no power play. You can't hurt the Emperor. Yep. All right, here we go. Looks like the boys are coming back here to Bakewell as well. So if anybody new comes in, just make sure you send a message so in game, so the other guys know you're around and get invited. Whatever. Said I'm gonna grab dinner, so I'll be out for a few minutes, but then I'll be back then for a little bit. We'll see for how long. I don't know. I might go out and might go do some Uber tonight. We'll see. But tomorrow we'll play all afternoon. Boo-ba-doo, boo-ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-boo. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below the video. You know, get out here and have some fun with us, because we're gonna be smashing Delaney's face in for 2 weeks. And that's gonna be fun, because we like smashing faces. It's kind of our MO. You know what I mean? Operandus mode, right? Man, whatever. Yeah, I do Uber. Yeah, I do Uber Eats, not Uber driving. I don't really care about other people getting in my car. But,
Set down
yeah.
on landing pad 1-5. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Yeah, I do it to get extra money. I gotta save up some monies for my my ships when they come out. Those cargo ships. Look at that. Hot nose baby tonight. Yeah, so you guys can go right back out if you want. I'll be a few minutes, but you guys are welcome to go out as many times as you can get out there. Just get all the monies. Get all the percents. Get in the top 1%. That's what I want to see. We're all going to be in the top 1%, right?
Landing gear deployed.
Alrighty then, there we are. We are in like Flint. Boys and girls, thanks for coming out today. I'm here in wherever the hell we're at. If you guys want to come out and hang out, we're in the Cygnus-Prime group if you want to come in and play in our group. And I don't know if anybody's going to go out and do PvP or not. I doubt it. Because it just takes away from, because we want the fun toys. We care about toys more than we care about kicking other commanders' asses. Yeah, so we're in the beta 3 Tucani system. You're welcome to come join. Like I said, leave a comment below the video if you need help. Come to our Discord if you want to hang out and maybe tell us what's going on, or if you need help or you want some advice, come get it. And we will talk to you guys next time. I think. Maybe. What do you think next time? Yeah, I think next time. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Stardust in your hair, you're a cosmic dream. Flying through the space on a laser beam. Galactic whispers calling out your name. Vortex squadron lights up just the same. Planetary dance under nebulous skies. With a wink and a nod, diamond stars in your eyes. From the shadows of moons to the edge of the truth. Commander, you shine like a stellar sleuth. Wishing you all the best in the void out there. From the cosmic center, gotta feel that flare. Waiting to salute like a bright comet's tail. Commander will follow, no way we could fail. Black holes and quasars, they can't dim your light. Exploring the unknown till the final night. Through wormhole twists and nebulous form, we'll ride the pulsars in a galactic storm. Gravitational waves carry our creed. In the silent vacuum where whispers lead. Our beacon is bright, it never will stray. Follow the trail into the Milky Way.